Hello friends, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Pat's Garden Life. Today I am doing two open collaborations. I'm doing hashtag Garden Tour Saturday. In that open collaboration, what you do is you just give a garden tour. It doesn't matter if your garden is small, if it's big, if it's an indoor garden, if it's a patio garden. We just want to share in the experience of what you're growing and how things are going for you. The next open collaboration is called hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. And it's just what it says, friends. We try to share how things are going in the garden. Sometimes we have a plant that just does a wonderful thing, and sometimes we have a plant that just doesn't. Friends, I'll be putting the link for the host channels in the description box. Grandma Sandy is hosting Garden Tour Saturday, and she's got a couple of co-hosts. And Janita, her channel is called Janita's BF Well Wishes Gardening. She is hosting hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. So friends, we have talked about it enough. Let's turn the camera around and let's take a look at what I've got going on in the garden today. Here's a really quick look at what we're working with. I'm only showing you the garden beds. Got my tool out there. Look at the corn. Ooh, I may have missed these seeds. I go from the seeds are ready to, oops, I've missed them. Here's some seeds I need to collect those. I wanted to show you something down here. We had to plant our corn several times. There's some we planted first. That's the real tall ones. And then you see there's another level. Yeah, that's because we had to plant it a second time. But this is the first week I am seeing the tassel. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there's actually silk on that little corn there. Look at there. We got silk and tassel. Only on one though. Only on one. Well, let's go take a look at the next bed. Got a lot of tomatoes I need to harvest here. I found a spot for 3 of the little pear tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. And the little cucumbers, I've decided they are just stretching out and climbing everything they can. They're just everywhere. It looks like we have a lot of cucumbers. If all of these things make a cucumber, this is going to be the best year we've ever had with cucumbers. And here we go with the Christmas limas. They got lots of flowers on them, so lots of possibilities that we're going to get some Christmas limas. When we turn around, the first thing we see is the guava tree. Look at all those guavas. Tree is packed. Since I'm not really using this end of the bed, we have a volunteer Ijodo. I'm just going to let it grow. I'm not using this area here because it's too shady. We didn't think of that when we put these beds in. There's several things we didn't think about. And here's the little tomatoes. We started from cuttings. This one's still nice and green, but doesn't seem to have much of a stem on it. These look more like success to me. And then here we have some potatoes that are just, I didn't plant these this year, but I think I know where they came from. A couple of years ago, after I found out that I can grow potatoes just about anywhere in this yard, I just dig a hole, dump it in. It doesn't matter whether I water it or not, it will produce potatoes. So I thought I would make some of these potatoes into a distraction. And now, you know, they're just everywhere. I did not put potatoes here, but I have potatoes here. and mint. The way I found out I could grow potatoes was quite by accident. I was a very, very new gardener and trying to find some videos to help me do some of the things that I needed to do. Well, one thing that, I love my roses. Wouldn't it just be nice to be able to cut a little piece of a rose bush and grow it? That was in the back of my mind. Anyway, I saw a video where a person took a potato, stuck a piece of rose in it, and they got a beautiful rose. And we did a series of videos checking out how my rose was doing. Well, friends, when I saw the first one wasn't doing good, I got another potato, I stuck the rose in and put it into a pot and covered the pot. Now, I did that several times, so I had several of them going, and you know what? None of them survived. However, I needed a flower pot, and so I thought, I've got a lot of them here. I turned out that flower pot, and guess what? I didn't get a rose, but I did get a potato. So so that's my plant success and disaster story. I did not get the rose that I wanted, but I found out I could grow potatoes very easily here. Well, friends, let's take a look at a couple more things, and then we're going to shout out our friends that participated in the garden tour this month. Well, friends, look at that. Our sunflowers are growing very fast. I left the ones that I started in the pot up above so you can see where they are. And then I started some seeds around. I might have to spread those out a little bit. But we'll definitely have some sunflowers that will survive because I put them in pots. And the other flowers, it's too late in the day. They're not open. They're not open today. Here's a look at the Jodo. And we have a pumpkin here. I'm just kind of curious how fast things will grow here. So I'm going to mark the Jodo right here. I put a little stick there so I'll remember a little green one. I got it to stand up. So next week we'll be able to tell how many inches we've gotten here for that little pumpkin and for this little Jodo. Looks like we got a race going on there already. Well, friends, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I want to thank all of you who are participating. I want to do a little slideshow of all the channels that I saw that participated this month. If you have participated and I don't have you in the slideshow, I need you to be for sure to let me know so I can add you at least to the list in the description box. Well, friends, that's all I have for today, so it's time for me to go. Stay tuned for the slideshow, okay? Bye-bye, friends. Bye.